Yeah. My name is Chu Young-go. I major in mechanical engineering. Most people know that mechanical engineer repair only a machine. But we want to design, develop, and research all the new technologies. Mechanical engineer generally work in field of heating, cooling, power generation, transportation, manufacturing, and processing. We have three divisions. First, moving mechanism. We make plane, boat, train, car, trucks. Second, machine and mechanism. The most representative example is robot. We try to make up transformer such as Bumblebee. Third, hydraulics and pneumatic. This division deals with water, air control. I have lots of friends, but they are also banned. I have no girlfriend. We have worst gender ratio. I have no job, but we have a dream. We want to be a great mechanical engineer. For example, this man is Henry Ford. Henry Ford made Ford Motor Company. He died in the mid 19th century, but his name still remains all around us. His name is James Dyson. Side picture are his invention. Right invention is vacuum cleaner without dust paper bag. Look at the left picture. What is it? Do you know what is it? This is wingless electric pan. But this pan blows wind more 15 times stronger than general pan. At childhood, I often treated Lego. Lego is also made by mechanical engineering. Thank you for my presentation.
Hi, I'm Kang-san Lee, and I will tell you about my major, business. Do you know who is him? Yeah, it's written on. Yeah, he was a former CEO of Apple, and everyone knows that he was a great man because of his distinguishing characteristics as a stubborn CEO. He got the talent to read the market on his intuition. The result of his great success is represented by iPhone, which is widely used in the world. But he is not the role model of the students who are studying business. Then, who is him? Bill Gates, yes. He was a former CEO of the Microsoft, and he got the talent to expand his area in business. He was very good at expanding, and he analyzed the market and make a strategy for that, and never moves by on his intuition. So he barely lose the game. So in the shoe of company, he is better CEO than Jobs. Do you know what it is? It's the game called 땅 따먹기 in Korean. In English, the ground of Concord. In this game, players compete each other to gain more areas. In business, expanding occupation is very, very important. So, the business is compared to the war. Then how to win the game, how to win the war, and how to gain more areas than others. To know this, this is the category of business: marketing, corporate finance, organization management, management science. They are all about logical thinking, analyzing the market, and using the resources in optimal ways can maximize your profit. And the students like me who are studying business are not depends on my own intuition. And everything that I do in marketing or everything I think in marketing must be explained by logical thinking. Logical thinking can be possible by using statistic tools. There are many analyzing tools like Excel or MATLAB and so on. They help us to find the meaningful value about market. And it's like weapons in the war. So we use it to understand the market and analyzing it and applying it to the market. In the business, we cannot work alone. We should need some team project. So many professors give us many team assignments. So we spend hours in team project. In team project, the main thing in team project is to researching data and analyzing it and discussing about it, whether it is logically fit or not. So, only thing you need to know in my presentation is that logical thinking is more important than intuition in student level. Thank you. It's the end of my presentation.
Hi, I'm Lee Jiang-soo, and my major is Applied Statistics. I'd like to introduce this person first. He is called the father of the modern statistics. And Fisher was so influential in his field that another statistician, George Snedeker, named his lifetime research as F distribution in honor of Fisher, instead of using his own name, Snedeker. And this great man, Fisher, defined the purpose of the statistics as reduction of the data. So what we are trying to do here is to collect the sample data and then reduce the data, which means analyze and simplify them so that we can use them as the tool of making best decisions. In order to do that, we need to know the theories first, like in any other studies. And the problem here is that it is so difficult. This is one of the students' handwriting from my class, and it is so difficult. This is why my major is unpopular to the students. And when you're hired by a company and use this kind of thing on your report, you will be very likely to get fired, because people cannot be able to understand this kind of thing without considerable background knowledge. But there's a need to make statistics understandable to the public, because it is now widely applied to the other areas like business and finance, sociology, and even to the sports. So we are focusing on making it applicable to the other areas, and that is why my major is Applied Statistics. For that purpose, we do statistical programming by using computer programs like R, SAS, and so on, so that we can analyze extra data, which is usually very large. This video is from the lecture of Professor Hans Rosling, and we have GDP per person and child survival rate for X and Y axis, and each bubble stands for a country, so this largest one should be China. This graph shows how the child survival rate and GDP of each country change as the time passes. So look at this yellow one. What do you think this rapidly growing small country is?
Korea.
Yeah, it's South Korea. So we really made a miracle. In this way, you can understand the information of the data easily. It is very important for you to understand these kinds of information properly, because there are so many statistical informations nowadays, and many of them are actually useless. This is one of the most famous examples of statistical failure. In 1936, it is predicted by a poll that Franklin Roosevelt, the blue one, is going to lose for the US presidential election, like in this picture. but the actual research was like this. The survey failed because it used wrong samples. So to prevent yourself from falling into this kind of wrong information, you need to have the basic understanding about how the statistics work, so that you can understand which one gives good information and which one gives not. And to make the information useful and understandable is what we do in our department. Thank you.
Start? Yeah. Hello, I'm Kim Chang-gi and I'm introduce my major public administration in Korean 행정학과. 행정 is very hard to define. 행정 means rational and corporate behavior for perform a common goal, but that is not important. It is a social science area maker for practical reason. New discipline area since the 19th centuries. Considerable progress with expansion of administration and social right. In 19th century and early 20th century, we study only public sector like bureaucracy, but in these days we study governance. So, in order to explain public administration's feature, I compare with another social science area, politics and business. Public administration is branch of politics. Politics related to legislature, but public administration related to government. Politics study process of making law and with public opinion, but public administration study process of making a policy based on law is the different feature. Different with business and public administration, both of them study managing something, but it is different. Business relate to profit of stockholder or company, but public administration relate to profit of public wealth is different value, efficiency, and equity. So, three fields of public administration: policy making and implementation, organization and bureaucracy, and human resources and finance. Organization and policy making and implementation. We study way to make a good policy and analyze policy process. For example, how to help people or efficient tax system like that. We study organization and bureaucracy too. Human being is social animal, so organization is very important thing in society. We study history of organization and suggest effective model. And bureaucracy is one of the effective organization model, I think. So we study that too. PA is combine other social science, so we study these things, human resources and organization. We study managing organization, so it is important what is leadership and managing skill. So we learn about that too. And every organization finance is important factor, so we run basic finance too. This is my major PA. Thank you for watching.